Hello students, today we are going to continue the exercise 7.1. This is the question number 5 of the chapter. A line L is the bisector of an angle A. This line L is bisector of angle A, that means angle 1 and angle 2 will be equal. And B is any point on the L. BP and BQ are perpendicular. This BP and BQ are perpendicular, making a 90 degree. From B to the arms of angle A. Show that triangle ABP congruent to triangle AQB, and also we have to prove that BP is equals to BQ. That means B is equidistant from the arms of angle A. So let us first prove that these two triangles are congruent, APB and AQB. So let us take in triangle APB and triangle AQB. Now let us prove this congruent. Now in this it is given that angle P and angle Q are equal because both of them are equals to 90 degree, because BP and BQ are the perpendicular, so it is each 90 degree. And angle 1 and angle 2 is also equal. Angle 1 is equals to angle 2. They are equal because it is given in the question that L is the bisector of angle A. So bisector, this is L is the bisector of L, line L is bisector of angle A, making this angle 1 and angle 2 equal. So L is, the reason is L is bisector of angle A. Now third thing which is given, you can see here is AB is common in both. So AB will be equals to AB, that is common. So now if you see carefully, that these two triangles are congruent by the rule, that is angle, and then side. So they are congruent by AAS rule. Again you can see here also angle, and this AB as side. So these two triangles APB is congruent to triangle AQB by the rule that is known as angle side congruence rule. And we know that when the two triangles are congruent, their corresponding parts are also equal. So this BP and BQ, these are the two corresponding parts. So these two will also be equal. So BP is equals to BQ, and that we can write, the reason is CPCT. That means the corresponding parts of congruent triangles are equal. So yes, B will be equidistant from the arms of angle A. Now let us solve the question number 6 of exercise number 7.1. In figure, AC is equals to AE. This AC and AE both are equal. AB is equals to AD. This AB and AD are equal. And this angle BAD is equals to angle EAC, that is also equal. And we have to show that BC and D are equal. Now in this triangle we have to prove that the two triangles congruent, which I have shaded also. You can see the triangle ABC and ADE. These two triangles we are going to prove congruent. ABC and ADE. How we do that? Let us see what is given in the question. In the question it is given that AB and AC are equal. This AB side of the triangle ABC and AD of the side, AD is the side of the triangle ADE, they are equal. It is given in the question that AB is equals to AC. Another thing which is given is AC and AE are equal. This AC and AE, both these sides are also equal. AC is equals to AE. This is given in the question, and this is also given in the question. Now the two sides are given, and now we have to find the included angle. This angle we have to find. If the included angle is equal, so we can prove it by side. Then we can have one angle and then side. But in the question it is given that angle BAD is equals to angle EAC. Now but if you see this angle BAD, this is the only angle here. But it is not touching this part, this side, it is not touching the AC side. So this is not a complete angle. So in this we have to add this part we have to add. And I am adding this part to both the sides. So angle BAD plus I am talking about this angle, small angle, that is angle DAC to both the side. we are adding DAC to both the side. Let's see what will happen. Now BAD, this angle plus this smaller angle DAC, this smaller angle, if we add these two angles, we'll get the whole angle that is known as angle BAC. And in this angle EAC we are adding this angle DAC, this smaller part. This smaller part we have added in both the angle. So EAC, this angle, and the smaller angle, this part, this angle. If we add both of them, then we'll get the angle that is equals to DAE, and we'll mark it as number 1. Now this angle BAC, this whole angle is equals to this angle DAE. So this will write here BAC is equals to angle DAE that we have proved in first. Now we can see that these two triangles are congruent. Now this is side, then we have angle, then we have side. So these two triangles are congruent. ABC is congruent to the triangle ADE by the congruence rule that is known as side angle side congruence rule. Now these two triangles are congruent. We have already used two sides. Now one more side is left, and what is that side? That is BC. And in this triangle ADE, what is the third side? That is DE. So these two are corresponding sides, corresponding parts of congruent triangles. And we know that whenever the triangles are congruent, then the corresponding parts are also equal. So therefore we can say that BC is equals to DE, and the reason being is CPCT, that means corresponding parts of congruent triangles are equal. Now let us solve the question number 7th of exercise 7.1. AB is a line segment and P is the midpoint. D and E are the points on the same side of AB such that angle BAD, this angle BAD, this angle is equals to angle ABE, this angle, and angle EPA, this angle is equals to angle DPB, this angle, and we have to show that the triangle DAP and triangle EBP are congruent, and also we have to show that AD is equals to B. Now to make it diagram easier, I have shaded this. You can see DAP, this triangle, and EPB, this triangle. We have to prove it congruent. Now if you see here, this angle that we have got given in the question, that is EPA, and angle DPB. If you see this angle EPA, this much angle, this is not a complete angle. It will be only complete if I add this angle, and I am marking this angle as angle 1. If I add angle 1 to angle EPA, I will get the full angle that is known as DPA. Just now it is this much only. If I add angle 1 to both the sides, so I will write angle EPA plus angle 1 is equals to angle DPB plus angle 1. Now let us see what will happen. EPA, this is angle 1, angle EPA, and this is angle 1. If I add both of them together, I will get this angle DPA. That will be equals to angle DPA. And now DPB, this angle DPB, that means this angle, and in this angle also if I add angle 1, so I will get this whole angle, and the name of this angle is EPB. Now I will take the two triangles, that is triangle DAP and triangle EBP, and let us prove it congruent. Now let us see what is given in the question. In the question it is given that BAD, this angle, is equals to this BAD is equals to angle ABE. This BAD, this angle, is equals to AB, this angle. This is given in the question. And one more angle we have already proved, which angle? This angle DPA. DPA is equals to angle EPB that we have proved in first. Now two angles we have taken. Now also it is given that AB is a line segment and P is its midpoint. P is the midpoint, that means AP and BP both will be equal. This two sides will be equal because this is midpoint. So this and this will be equal. So in this we can write that AP is equals to BP, and the reason is that P is the midpoint of AB. Now we have taken three things. Angle BAD is equals to angle AB, which is given in the question. This was given in the question. And then AP is equals to BP because P is the midpoint. And third thing that we have proved here, that is DPA is equals to angle EPB. So if you see carefully, this is angle and then we have side and then we have angle. And for this triangle, again angle, then side and then angle. So these two triangles are congruent. These two triangles are congruent by which rule? Angle, side, angle. So ASA congruence rule. So the first part we have proved, that is DAP is equals to EVP, that the triangles are congruent by ASA. Now AD and B, if you see, now we have already proved that these two triangles are congruent. Now I will take the side, that is AD is one of the side and BE is another side. If these two are the corresponding sides of the congruent triangle, and we know that when the two triangles are congruent, then the corresponding parts of congruent triangles are equal. So we can directly write that AD is equals to BE, and the reason being is corresponding parts of congruent triangles are equal. Now let us solve the question number 8 of exercise 7.1. In right triangle ABC, right angle at C. Right triangle ABC, right angle at C. M is the midpoint of the hypotenuse AB. M is the midpoint of the hypotenuse AB. So that means AM and BM will be equal. C is joined to M. C is joined to M and it is produced to D such that CM and DM are equal. D is joined to point B. Show that triangle ANC is congruent to BMD. This ANC is congruent to BMD. Then we have to prove that angle DBC, this angle is 90 degree. And we have to again prove that triangle DBC and ACB are congruent. And the last one we have to prove that CM is equals to half AB. We have to prove four things here. Now let us see, the first we'll prove the triangle AMC and triangle BMD. Now in this question it is given that AM and BM are equal because it is given that M is the midpoint of the hypotenuse AB. So we can write AM is equals to BM, and the reason is M is the midpoint of AB. Then angle 1, as you can see, is equals to angle 2. The reason is vertically opposite angle. And one more thing is given, that DM and CM are equal. So you can write CM is equals to DM. CM is equals to DM. And the reason, as you can see, it is given in the question. It is given. So now this two triangle, that is triangle AMC, is congruent to triangle BMD, and the reason will be side, angle, side congruence rule. You can see here, this side is equals to this side is equals to this side, and one included angle is there. So the two triangles are congruent by the SAS rule. Now by CPCT, that means the corresponding parts of congruent triangle. So in this DB and DB DB and CA both will be equal. In this triangle, we'll take CA, that is equals to DB. These two sides will be equal by CBCT. This will mark as 1. And one more thing, the corresponding part, this 4 and 3, they are also corresponding part. Now see, there are total 6 parts in congruent triangle in the triangle, and we use 3 parts for proving congruent, and the remaining 3 parts will be the corresponding parts. So this angle 4 and this angle 3 will be corresponding part. So angle 4 will also be equals to angle 3, and the reason will again be same, that is CPCT, that is corresponding parts of congruent triangles are equal. Now let us take the triangle DBC. All of you see the triangle DBC. In the triangle DBC, we have angle 4 plus angle 5 plus angle DBC, and that is equals to 180 degree. As we know that sum of all the angles of a triangle is 180 degree, that we have studied in the previous chapter. Now angle 4 is equals to angle 3. So instead of angle 4, I can replace it by angle 3. So angle 3 plus angle 5 plus angle DBC is equals to 180 degree. Angle 3 plus angle 5, you just see this, angle 3 plus angle 5, it is forming angle ACB, and we know the value of ACB, already it is given in the question that it is a right angle triangle. So this angle ACB is 90 degree. So we can find the angle DBC easily by shifting 90 degree that side. So it is 180 minus 90, and that will be equals to 90 degree. That means we have proved the second part, that the angle DBC is a right angle. Now we have to prove the third part, that is the triangle DBC is congruent to triangle ACB. Now we take in triangle DBC and triangle ACB. Now we are going to prove it congruent. Now in this DB and CA, that is DB and AC both are equal, we have proved it first. You can see here we have proved that CA is equals to DB, that means DB is equals to AC. Now angle DBC is equals to angle ACB, each 90 degree. Now we have proved that angle DBC is 90 degree and angle ACB is already given in the question that it is a right angle triangle. So this is each 90 degree, and one more side, that is in the triangle DBC and ACB, this BC side is common here. If you can see there, DBC, this BC is there, and in ACB, CB is there. So BC is equals to CB, that's they are common. So the triangle DBC is equals to, is congruent to, this is congruent to triangle ACB, and the reason, I think all of you know the reason. This is again side, then whole angle is there, then side. Here also side, angle and side. So they are congruent by the rule, that is SAS congruence rule. Now these two sides are equal. Now the remaining side, that is this DC and AB, they will also be equal by DC this side and AB this side. These two sides will be the corresponding parts, and we know that the corresponding parts of congruent triangles are equal. So DC is equals to AB, and if you see carefully, this DC can be, we can break DC into two parts, DM and CM, DM plus CM, and that is equals to AB. And in the question it is given that DM and CM are equal, so DM can be replaced by CM. So CM plus CM is equals to AB. So CM plus CM will be equals to twice of CM is equals to AB. So we can write CM is equals to, we'll cross multiply this 2 and we'll get the answer, that is CM is equals to half of AB. So we have proved all the 4 parts here